Financial stability is about more than money. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Nosemakers. With me is Joan Redding. She is president of the Credit Counseling Center. Thanks so much for being with us. Good to see you.
Thank you. It's good to see you too.
You as an organization are celebrating the 20th anniversary, but give us an idea as to how you help people on a regular basis.
Well, some of the things that we do is help people get organized on with their financial picture in terms of what they owe, how much is coming in, how much is going out, and often having that on a piece of paper, getting their spending plan on paper helps them get themselves organized to see how much is coming in and then what kind of decisions to make with that money.
And let's focus on some of the details, because you have been a nonprofit organization, as we mentioned, since 1994, and in that time you've served nearly 37,000 people.
Yeah, we're very happy to be able to provide those kind of services for people to help them build their wealth, build their financial stability so they have the resources. So if they have a financial dilemma, they lose a job for a little while, or an enormous expense, a large car repair, a water bill or something or I was thinking water repair if they had their water heater broke. I know when ours broke, it was about $1,000 to fix that. But you need the resources in the bank, a savings account, so when these things happen, it doesn't tumble into a big catastrophe. And
you have a variety of different programs available, including debt repayment programs, working to improve credit scores, but you also have programs for first-time home buyers and for those who may have found themselves in a situation where they're facing foreclosure.
Right. So in terms of the housing programs, we start from beginning to and hopefully keeping that house. So we do for first home buyer. I had a client yesterday, we did a first home buyer, and then we actually wind up talking about, because they were a young couple, their retirement savings to make sure they had a savings for the whole picture. So while they were house shopping, I wanted to make sure that they had all of their financial things to look at to make sure they had retirement and a savings account.
So really looking at that whole financial picture.
Absolutely.
But you also say that financial stability and all of the different components of it, debt repayment, good credit score, maybe purchasing a home, is about more than money.
It is more about money. It's really a consciousness of value and what it is that you find more valuable in terms of, do you have the money for things that are coming down in the future, or are you living paycheck to paycheck? Paycheck to paycheck can get you very close to a financial pickle because you don't have the resources to set aside if a dilemma happens. So you really need to make sure that you have a savings account in place.
And that's just one example of things that people should think about. But you have supported nearly 1,200 debt management clients and that have dispersed $13 million back to creditors. So we're talking about a lot of money coming back to local individuals and back into the economy as well.
What happens is a client comes in and they have a credit card debt problem, $20,000 up to $80,000 with a credit card debt, and we will set up a plan so they can pay that back. And that's been very successful. I have lots of clients who've graduated and paid back their debt, lived within their budget, within their financial means, and were delighted that they were able to pay back their debt.
And you mentioned that in 20 years you've served nearly 37,000 people, and for some of those people it's not just about working to save them from bankruptcy, it's about changing their lives.
Absolutely. The relief and happiness that they feel at the end of that counseling session, so they at least got control of their finances, they have a plan in place, and now they can follow the plan. That is 90% of the clients who walk in the door, and they're very, very happy that they came in.
And we just have a few seconds left, but if someone feels that they could benefit from these services, are there fees associated with them?
Most of them are free.
All right, thanks so much, Joan, and 20 years of Credit Counseling Center. Thanks.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Joan Redding. She's president of Credit Counseling Center. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Nosemakers.